Thanks for joining us tonight. We're less than a month away from the special election where voters will decide whether to renovate and build an addition to the Fargodome.
A lot of Fargoans have strong opinions about this idea. Valley News Team's Kirsty Bidet spoke to people on the street today to see what the community thinks of this proposed project.
I guess I'd challenge people to say, well, what if we didn't have the Fargodome? If you look back and we said no 31 years ago, what would our community look like without that?
Doug Rustemeyer is a co-chair for the Fargodome Reimagined project. He's urging the community to vote yes for a Fargodome remodel and conference center addition.
We've had the Fargodome for 31 years, and I don't know too many facilities that after 31 years don't need a little upgrade and facelift.
And some would agree that for the Fargodome, it's just time.
It's definitely something that's needed, especially since the Fargodome is such an older building at this point, and it really is an iconic staple of Fargo, and it just kind of needs that Fargo TLC.
It's hard to imagine Fargo without the Fargodome, and maybe we take it for granted somewhat, but these buildings don't last forever. It's 30 years old, and it needs some renovation.
Paul Sorum, a longtime resident of Fargo, says he's voting yes in the upcoming special election. But not everyone in the community is on board.
I will probably vote against it.
Penny Long has lived in Fargo her whole life and says she doesn't want an increase in taxes. At the Valley News Live Facebook page, we've set up a poll where many in the community are voicing their opinions as well. Most of the concerns are centered around the cost of the project. One viewer saying, no, they can raise their own money. Leave the taxpayers out of it. However, Sorum says, despite the tax increase, he believes the measure will be worth it.
I mean, I'm not a big supporter of tax increases. I believe the return on investment of a quarter-cent sales tax is very large.
The committee understands cost concerns too.
I totally get it. It's not, I can't say the timing is the greatest from what people are sensing right now with having gone through a couple of years of inflation and a couple of other tax increases.
But they say overall, they are confident they can get the measure passed. In Fargo, Kirsty Bidet, Valley News Live.
Our online poll, if you notice, they're about 70% no right now. If you live in Fargo, you can make your voice heard for real by voting on December 5th from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. at the Fargodome, the Fargo Civic Center, or the Ramada. You can also request an absentee ballot ahead of time.